so much vision. They should have the initiation advantage, but Brewmaster, Shadow, I mean, there's a lot of blink hexes, you know, snowballs and whatnot. A lot of ways to start.
You know, I actually didn't even think if they run around with the Night Stalker and they have the blink sheep on Tinker and travels too, they could get some insane late game ganks going on. It's kind of like the Coddle, you know, really high skill Coddle players will go for, okay, there might be a fight happening top. Looks like they're looking, okay, never mind, they're backing off. But high skill Coddle players would walk around with like a Shadow Blade and a Sheep Stick and a Bloodthorn, and I know it sounds ridiculous, but they'd recall somebody in, and with the day vision, they would basically gank at day and just kill people out of position. And with Night Stalker, it's like the same thing at night, except Tinker, of course, has the Sheep Stick. And it's like, it's super, super good. It feels so broken when it's happening. Like, you can't split at all. But I guess, we'll get to that point eventually.
I mean, I see what you're talking about. The vision from Night Stalker is absurd, and we've seen what Tinker can do with any kind of vision enhancement, whether it's a Beastmaster or a Bounty Hunter or a Night Stalker. Just having eyes is half the battle when he gets this farm. Now Roche can be under attack by effect, but an Ice Blast comes in, and Na'Vi can definitely contest this. Very risky play here from effect, but Roche is falling quickly. This is a big Roche. This is Refresher Shard, but General not going to go in, and they will just let it fall. King R instead goes out. They initiate onto General. He'll fall first, and it is the Jug that's picked up the Aegis of the Immortal.
That's a huge pickoff for effect. That's the gem. I mean, that's
KB, Ninja going in onto Lil, finds the raise, and will bring him down. So that's 2 dead, but meanwhile, Crystallize, he's down bottom. These are exposed barracks. He does force Ninja back to defend. He'll clear out this creep wave and then have to deal with these gyro illusions. He is doing damage to the melee barracks, unfortunately, so this will just heal up. Could have been a little sure damage there, but putting the pressure on, and more importantly, stopping effect from making the push happen. The Sand King getting very low. LeBron also taking a lot of damage. He gets bashed, and it's the end of the Sand King. They had the vision. BKB used by Afterlife. He's also got that Refresher Shard, so that means 2 Brew ultimates. Probably one of the best heroes in terms of having an ult to refresh. At this stage of the game, it gives Brew so much disable power.
Oh yeah, he's so annoying with the Refresher, honestly. He just splits. He doesn't care. He just splits to take the racks. And look how much damage he chunks it for. It's ridiculous.
Yep, and with the wards, it's absolutely insane. There is a glyph available. They don't use it for the top melee barracks. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Gyro getting very low. Looks like Ninja has been chasing him down, so Gyro's not even here to defend. He does not have a TP scroll. Shadowfiend might have interrupted it. A lot of split action happening, but Effect are getting so much out of this. There's the Refresher. BKB used by Afterlife. He's got another split. This isn't Aghanim's Ice Blast, but they're just going to tank right through it.
Oh, he's on the Tinker.
Off melee barracks. He wants to go in. Boulder toss onto Ancient Apparition. And now the Brew is just going to head down bottom. LeBron goes in, but gets immediately counter-stunned. Crowd-controlled Tinker with a lot of AoE damage. Finishes off the Aegis. But now he's coming back to life. A spin away as the Brewmaster goes back into Panda form. Crippling damage done to Na'Vi. But they're not done yet. They want more, perhaps. Ninja getting low. Tinker doing a lot of damage with the rockets. But Kunin, he's trying to get off the Omni Slash. It gets interrupted. A lot of individual skirmishes as the BKB gets popped by Crystallize, bringing the Jug low. Ninja finally gets popped as General and Afterlife are going blow for blow. Looks like they are going to bring down the Brewmaster, and they did kill King R on the other side. Jug going to limp away, and he dives to the Ice Blast. Oh my, it's a full wipe. All 5 down on the side of Effect. It's the 6,500 net worth swing. Can you call it a defense, though? Na'Vi, they didn't use any buybacks, but they did lose basically 2 barrack.
I mean, they need to do something outside of their base, because on the next... Did they have Glyph? I can't tell. Okay, so they do have Glyph. Alright, so that's good. So they can prepare for the next Brew Split and Spin and BKB with the Glyph. But after that... Okay, actually, it looks like Na'Vi is forcing the buybacks on the bottom lane. Are they going to get a free racks here? This is an important lane to get the racks in, because this is the racks that they need to defend, too.
Yeah, but there's tier 2s standing in the other lane, so the damage potential here is pretty limited. I think if you're Effect, you let this go. They're probably going to push in mid, but maybe you need to buy back on the Jug or the Shadowfiend. Na'Vi didn't use any buybacks in that last quote-unquote defense. So this is a really scary point to fall behind in terms of buyback status. But now that tier 2 in the mid has been broken, they've lost the bottom lane of barracks. Effect basically can't lose off this push unless they get wiped. Or there's the Glyph. Okay. They're biding their time well here, Jenkins. I think they're going to get away without using any buyback.
Brew's
Brew
going in.
jumps in. BKB, he's got the split, and he holds it. Nicely done by Afterlife, not to just pop